Alright everybody, in today's video we are going to be looking at connecting three switches in series parallel. So this is a combination of the last two videos where we learned about series equals AND logic, parallel equals OR logic. So when we combine them, we get and OR logic, both. Okay, so in this instance, we have to get current to flow from here to here, correct? Okay, so obviously switch 3 has to be closed, right? To even get to here. So in series, it's AND. So switch 3 has to be closed and either switch 1, then current can flow here, or switch 2. So and or combination. If we were to look at the truth table for this, I did kind of want to go over the truth table real quick. So when you have just one input, it can only have two states, correct? Like it's either off or on. So you have a total of two possibilities. Up here, we had two inputs. And every time you add an input, you double the amount of combinations. So if we were just to have the one, it'd be off or on, right? But now we doubled it, so now we have 4 combinations. Off, off, on. Now that we added a third input, we double that. So now we have 4 of each, but a total of 8 combinations. So let's go ahead and walk through this truth table. So we know that, so I do it this way. So 4 zeros, 4 ones. So this will be half that. So it will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. And now we have all combinations between those two. And now our third one will be half that. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So now right here are all combinations possible for the 3. So now if we just walk through it, we can figure out when our output or our LED should be on. Well, we know that switch 3 has to be closed, right? Just to get current going through here. So anything where switch 3 is off is going to be off. We've already eliminated half the possibilities. Okay. And we also know that either switch 1 or switch 2 must be closed. So let's see right here. Switch 1 and switch 2 are both open. So this will be a 0. Even, right? Because even though switch 3 is closed, with both of these open, current can't make it either way. Okay, so that's row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Switch 2 is closed, so that would work. Switch 1 is closed, and switch 3. Switch 1, switch 2, not switch 3, okay, we already have that one. And 1, 1, 1, of course, when they're all closed. So we have a total of 3 possible scenarios where the output will work in our and or decision making logic. So when switch 3 is closed and switch 2 is closed, yep. When switch 3 is closed and switch 1 is closed, yep. And when all 3 are closed, yep. Hope that makes sense, but here we go. Alright, let's now move on to the simulation portion. Alright, here we are in our simulation portion. As you can see, I have our 3 switches set up in the and or configuration. Similar to what we've been doing in the past, I'm going to ground after our cathode on the LED, and our input will be connected to 3 volts. Okay, so let's go ahead and run our circuit. And as you see, when all are open, our LED is not on, right? In order to turn it on, we must have switch 3 and either switch 1 or switch 2 closed to allow current to flow, right? So, nothing, okay. This one and either switch 1 or switch 2 closed, or both. It works just as we wanted it to. Quick, easy one. Awesome. Let's move on to the hardware build now for this. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this hardware build. Power's disconnected, main switch turned off. Cool. So I already have my switch 1 and switch 2 installed, and that will be these ones. Let's go ahead and put in my AND switch. I'm going to use a different one just to, spice things up a little bit. Okay, so if we look here at our circuit, let's go ahead and connect 3 volts to the switch, and then that switch will go to a node. We'll create one. So 3 volts. Let's go to here. I think that's where the pin is. Yes. Okay. Then we'll make this row our node. And then that will go into each switch. Okay, now we have it going into each switch, and now we'll have an output switch going to a different node. Okay, and then we have our current limiting resistor, 1.5K ohms, into our anode of our LED, and then of course our cathode will be grounded. Okay, there we go. Cool. Let me plug in power. Okay. Okay, all plugged in there. And we'll also go ahead and walk through our truth table here. So, double check real quick. Okay, looks good to me. I'm gonna turn power on. Test it real quick. Cool, it works. So we can walk through our truth table here. When they are all off, okay, we get off. Just switch 3 on. We should get off. Yep. So just switch 2 off. Okay. As expected. Now switch 2 and switch 3. Look at that. On. Just as we expected, right? Switch 1. Nothing. Switch 1 and switch 3. On. Just as expected. Switch 2 and switch 3 on. Or, yeah, 1 and 2. Misspoke. Nothing. And then all 3 on. Works. So, yep. So this one and either or, right? Or both. Cool, works. See you guys in the next video.